JJ, you're up 13 in the third, and I think 8 when Austin got ejected. Did you see something specifically shift in the second half from that point on?
I don't think it was just the Austin. I mean, that certainly hurt us for the rest of the game, not having him out there. But overall, I think we played, I don't even know, 39 to 44 minutes of pretty poor offense, and some of that's to be expected. Some of it was sloppiness, some of it was poor spacing, some of it was poor execution. I'm not going to. The reason I'm not going to read too much into that is because I think our guys competed tonight and they played extremely hard. I also think Charlotte played very sloppy. I'm not. That's not to make an excuse. That's just the reality of just having 6 days off as a group and trying to integrate new pieces, and that happens sometimes. I've been part of those first games after All-Star break when they're humming and things are good, and I've been part of them when they've been sloppy like they were tonight. I thought, our effort and competitive spirit was good enough to win. Just we were really poor offensively for 90% of the game.
Yeah. JJ, when you guys made this trade, obviously you disrupt and not necessarily even in a negative way, but you change kind of who you guys are. Defensively, like where do you think this team is at in figuring that out, particularly down the stretch when it seemed like Charlotte was just kind of hunting and getting into the paint and getting what they wanted? How do you kind of coach that without having AD behind there, Max in the situation?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job when we went to our fires. The big one, the Nick Smith 3, sometimes when a guy holds onto the ball for a long time that you're doubling, he can kind of survey and put you in a long rotation. We're just a little bit late on that rotation. Can probably get off that earlier. But, whether it's firing shifts, I mean, there's certain guys, we were comfortable shifting off of. There's certain guys we were comfortable doubling off of when they were putting Luka and everything. So I thought overall we did a decent job of that. But certainly we'll look at the tape and figure out where we can be better.
Did you guys have the ball down 3 with 6 seconds to go or something like that? Luka's the guy inbounding it. LeBron gets the look. There's a lot of intrigue as to how those late game situations are going to be managed. Was tonight something to LeBron's offensive rhythm in the fourth had to do with that decision to have?
There's some interchangeable parts in some of the late game stuff, and you as a coach, you're excited that you have two guys that can be the passer and be the guy who gets the pass. But felt like LeBron, particularly in the fourth, just found a nice rhythm and felt really comfortable with that. And we got 2 good looks.
JJ, you guys attempted a season-high 51 threes tonight, and you had previously attempted a season-high 50 against Utah in the last game. I think that the lowest has been 42 since Luka's been here. What have you liked about the shot quality? And I know you referenced tonight not loving the offense, but is that you've wanted to take more threes progressively throughout the season? Like, so what was the balance with that?
Yeah, I think sometimes when the group is trying to get acclimated with each other, you can try to play the right way too much and turn down shots, and then you can try to get yourself in a rhythm and not make the extra pass. I think the flow of everything is gonna happen. I'm excited because this is a new problem to solve. Great, we'll work our butts off to try to solve the problem, but I'm excited about us being able to generate that stuff, getting 2 on the ball. We'll just continue to reemphasize the type of shots we want, and I felt from the Detroit game on December 23rd, I've really liked the threes we've generated.
Was there an explanation as to why Austin picked up that second technical?
Didn't get a good explanation on that one. to be honest with you. We heard what he said on the second one. It was I don't think any of us thought it was worthy of getting an ejection, but I'm sure they'll give you guys a good answer.
Mitch, good? Yeah, sorry. Hey, Austin, I'm sure you weren't surprised at the technical going over to the ref. Were you surprised at the second, and did you get an explanation as to why he got ejected?
I get the first one. Obviously, I approached him. I vocally said what I needed to say. And the second one, I was surprised. I'm walking away, and as soon as I heard the whistle, I kind of knew what had happened. But felt like it was quick. I'm walking away. Vando told me after the game that Rodney said I said it 3 times. So I guess that third time is the charm of getting the second text. So I got to do better. I just don't know the fine line of, I've been in the league for 4 years now, and I've heard many things said to the refs from, certain people, and nothing to be done, I guess. But when it's unexpected from somebody, that's when, I guess the biggest issues happen. So, like I said, I got to be better. I don't need to put myself in that position. I felt like he missed the call. I don't know. I haven't seen it. So, yeah, I got to be better.
You guys had been in that really good rhythm before the All-Star break, with the kind of the exception of that last game against Utah. Where do you feel like you got to refine the cohesion and get Luka integrated and all know when things are going to happen on the offensive end to start?
Yeah, I think I don't think anybody thought that it was gonna click right away. I think everybody knew that there was going to be some growing pains, and trying to figure out how to, run everything. To be honest, Luka's a one-of-a-kind player, top 3 player in this league, and he's got to be comfortable being himself because like I said, he's one of the best players in the world. So we need him to be him, and it's just going to take a couple games, couple weeks to figure out what that best looks like. But I think that with the group that we have, we can do that fairly quick.
Austin, kind of along those lines, you just sort of mentioned that you guys understood that. I mean, this is a really big change to who you guys are as a basketball team. I think Jovan mentioned that. I think you guys have shot 100 threes or 101 threes in your last 2 games. Just as you're out there right now, where kind of is the sense of what this team is and can and should be? Is it kind of all feel really in flux right now?
I think everybody just needs to play to their strengths. Obviously with Bron and Luka, they're going to create, chaos for other teams' defenses, and guys are going to get open looks. And if they're open, we want them to shoot it with high confidence. If they don't like the look, then be yourself. At the end of the day, everybody in that locker room has been playing basketball for a long time, and they know as well as we all know, being together, what they can do and what they're capable of doing. I want everybody to be themselves, and that's when I feel like everything will start flowing. Everybody will have confidence to, catch and shoot, make the extra pass, but just playing the game the right way.
Kind of to what Dan asked, just about the threes. You guys have had an uptick in them. Just how you feel about the process behind them, process for the offense. You mentioned guys getting more acclimated, but just the process behind it so far through 3 games with Luka.
Yeah, I think the shots that we're getting are quality shots. I don't think we've made them at a pace that we would like to, or we feel like we're capable of. I haven't shot the ball well last couple games. Luka's obviously, there's not many games where he shoots whatever he was tonight for 15 or 5 for 18. Like, that doesn't happen a lot. 1 for 9 from 3. He's a good shooter. Rui 1 for 8. He's also a really good shooter. So we'll live with the shots that we're taking because I believe that they're good shots.
Thanks, Austin. Thank you.
Hey, Luka. Obviously, it's your third game with this team, figuring things out. But JJ thought that the offense tonight for the group was maybe just not there for 90% of the game. What's the challenge of you guys try to figure out playing one another to the best of your ability?
Yeah, obviously, it's going to take a little time. Today, a lot of rustiness for my part. So, start the game with like 4 or 5 turnovers. That can't happen. So, it's got to, play the basketball the right way.
And just fast forward into a late game situation, you're down 3, your guys' ball. You and LeBron are both, incredible offensive talents. What's it like to be the guy inbounding the ball versus the guy taking the shot?
Yeah, it's both ways. He had it going, so obviously we're going to go to him. I think it go both ways. So one time it's going to be him, one time me. So I think it depends how the games go.
Just overall, how would you assess the offensive process in the 3 games you played? Just not just yourself, but the team as a whole.
I think it was good. And obviously, like I say, I'm getting a little time just to adjust to everything. But I think it was fine today. I think we had some good opportunities to make shots, but we didn't make any shots, especially me. So, just get a little time to get used to it.
Luka, there was a couple of shots you made tonight where you kind of like shook your head, like finally, kind of found some rhythm there. How do you balance still being yourself and being aggressive even when the shot's not falling?
Yeah, just play the way I play. We're just trying to stay aggressive. Do some other things that can help to get a win. But just stay aggressive.
Hey, Luka. Some time has passed now since the shock of the trade, and you had some time to wrap your mind around things during the All-Star break. What are you thinking now, heading forward?
Right now? Or forward? Forward, I'm happy to be here, man. This is one of the greatest clubs in the world. Just happy to be here. Like I said, obviously I'm going to need some times, but I'm happy to represent the Lakers.
Did you spend All-Star break kind of studying how you could fit in alongside LeBron and what you guys can do together?
Honestly, I was getting my mind off basketball a little bit. But, I was just excited to come back and play. It's been like I missed a lot of time. Never missed this much time, so it's something new to me. But I was just excited to get back to playing.
Luka, ¿cómo describirías han sido estas 2 últimas semanas para ti adaptándote al equipo, a la ciudad? Y la segunda parte, ¿cómo sientes esa evolución física, sobre todo hoy que aumentaron esos minutos para ti en la duela?
Sí, la verdad que, como he dicho antes, necesito un poco de tiempo. Las piernas todavía no están, me cuesta mucho con las piernas, pero cada partido va a ir mejor. Así que estoy feliz de poder jugar otro partido y ir avanzando. Thank you.